Success is achievable, and we know this because there are so many around us who have already achieved it. Unfortunately, many of us sabotage ourselves by our own actions or habits that we struggle to get rid of. But there's still hope, as we can change ourselves and the habits that we have developed in our lives. Here are 7 habits that we must change today if we want to become successful. Habit number 1, procrastination. Procrastination is prevalent in most people's lives. Why would we burden ourselves right now when we can easily just take care of something later? This may seem logical at the time, but in all reality, later, we still don't want to take the time to do it. So tasks get continually pushed off until it can no longer wait. By this time, everything else must also be pushed off. This starts a domino effect of constantly pushing items off for another day. Procrastination develops into a pretty bad cycle that can lead to missed assignments, poor execution, and many mistakes when rushing through a project. Rather than procrastinating, be proactive. Get work done early and anticipate what you will need to do in the future. Avoiding that last-minute rush to finish a project can free up so much time to devote to other things. If you have 5 tasks due this month, attempt to do them as quickly as possible so that the rest of the month is freed up to do additional work or to start new and other ventures. Habit number 2, people get stuck thinking more money is the answer. So many people struggle to make ends meet or struggle to reach the levels of success that they are pursuing. In most cases, the supposed solution is more money. If we only had more money, we could do so much more and have so much more. In reality, poor money management with a small amount will translate to poor money management with a larger amount. Believe it or not, a Career Builder study found that 78% of U.S. workers live paycheck to paycheck. About 10% of people making $100,000 a year or more still live paycheck to paycheck, and approximately 75% of people are in debt. This should tell us we are all in the same boat. It's not about the amount of money you have, but rather your ability to manage that money well. Average household income is around $60,000, meaning the single incumbent income is probably closer to $35,000 or $40,000. If people making $100,000 a year, which is more than double, are still living paycheck to paycheck, then there's no guarantee that additional money would solve your problem. Quit focusing on the money and focus more on the project or the reason behind what you are doing. Money is a great tool that can bring a lot of good things to the table, but our ultimate goal should be freedom, joy, and making a difference. Improve your money management before you start thinking money is the answer to all your problems. Habit number 3, making excuses. It seems like every year more and more accountability is shifted away from people and onto external factors. While there are certainly things out of our control, there are far more things in our control. Everyone makes mistakes, and there are plenty of times we could have handled things differently. This should put us at ease with owning these mistakes and learning from them, because so many people make them alongside us. Unfortunately, whether it's human nature or society, we often just make excuses for ourselves. We refuse to take responsibility and instead find other people or external factors to take the blame for us. This ultimately kills any future hopes because we steal our own learning opportunities. Quit making excuses, own your mistakes, and develop ways to learn from them. We should view excuses as a detriment to our careers and our future success. I wouldn't even let other people make excuses for you. Own your mistakes and learn from them. Habit number 4 is selfishness. It's easy to make the world about you and see that everything revolves around you. This is an unhealthy attitude, though. We really need to take a step back and look at the larger picture. People often don't know what they want, and as a result end up chasing down dreams that were never theirs. If we don't always know what's best for ourselves, then we certainly shouldn't base our entire future and career goals on those selfish desires. Make your life about improving the lives of others. People all over the world are looking to improve themselves and their situations. If you have the knowledge and the ability to help them, then you absolutely should. Providing a meaning and helpful service to others should always be our top priority. The money, wealth, and happiness that we receive should be secondary to that top priority. Habit number 5 is doubting yourself. No one on earth has the ability to ruin your career as quickly as you do. So many ideas, raises, promotions, and careers have been thrown in the garbage before they've even had a chance to develop due to self-doubt. So many people struggle with confidence and often end up doubting themselves. This self-doubt, if not kept in check, can ruin your hopes and dreams. Oddly enough, it's often not someone's abilities or lack thereof that keep them from accomplishing something, but it's their internal doubt. This is unfortunate because so many people will end up missing out on dreams for no real reason. Rather than spending too much time between your own ears analyzing that doubt, let's focus on positive thinking. Give yourself time and give yourself a chance to be successful. The journey to success is already one that can be quite difficult. Don't make it even harder than it has to be. Habit number 6, always saying yes. I'm a firm believer that to earn more, you should take on more. This is particularly true of those in a professional career. But as we've covered many times on this channel, there's a time and a place for saying no. Too many people feel pressure to agree to anything and everything. Whether they have the bandwidth or not, they will still take on the task. While it is true that proving you can handle work, helping out your team, and going above and beyond are great for your career, these are not great if the additional work causes you to mentally burn out, make mistakes, or start missing deadlines. If you're an entrepreneur or a business investor, this is even more critical. Most people have a certain belief in their projects or business plan, but this belief doesn't make it investment worthy. Be selective and choose to participate in good ideas. Learn your strengths and weaknesses and develop some guidelines around when to say yes and when to say no. We want to say yes as much as we can, but only when we are able to handle it and when it's in our best interest. Saying yes to the detriment of our own careers is counterproductive to our goal of achieving success in life. Habit number 7 is being ungrateful. People tend to always chase the next thing. Once one project is completed or success is achieved, we are quick to shift our focus onto the next big thing. This creates loads of ungrateful people and stills our joy in the end. There are huge psychological benefits to resting in a job well done and being grateful for the levels we've reached. Don't get caught in the trap of glossing over your accomplishments and being ungrateful for where you are. At the end of any project or at any milestone moments in your life, take time to look back and think of where you started versus where you are today. Being grateful not only helps you have a better perspective on life, but also helps you enjoy the victories that you experience in your life. If you take these 7 habits and change the way you approach them, you can achieve the success you're after. However, if we continue to hold on to these 7 habits, we will either never achieve success or it will take us exponentially longer than it should have. Shift your focus and get rid of bad habits in your life and replace those with good habits that will help us reach our goals sooner. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more content like this, Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified of any of our upcoming videos. We'll see you guys next time.